Sha'Carri Richardson is smoking the field instead of
I
weed right
like what you
there.
did. We need King Petty for this one. Oh man, she's had a lot of challenges that she's faced. She's headed to the Olympics. I'm proud of her. You know, what does this mean for her in the athletics? It means, like I said before, she never should have been penalized for smoking weed. If you run fast while high, god damn it, she's I don't know if any of you tried to sprint while, intoxicated. It's not the easiest thing to do. So I felt she got a lot of unnecessary flack for this whole. It's not like she was doing performance enhancing drugs. She was depressed. She had lost her mom, and she participated in something that's legal in like 38 states now, and probably will be legal federally. It's already been dropped down as far as scheduling is concerned. It'll probably be legal federally within the next 2 or 3 years. Alcohol, in my opinion, is far worse and it's done
Mhm.
far harm. She deserves a break, and it's an incredible comeback story. She's been through a lot. Seeing her make it to the Olympics, I think, is inspiring. It shows resilience, it shows determination, and she's, a major figure, if not the major figure in women's track and field. So, I think her journey has resonated with a lot of people, especially people of color that sometimes we don't get the second like marijuana is, when you really think about it, because of and this could be a politic and as usual topic, but because of the unfair drug laws, marijuana has done so many black people in
Yep.
for something that legally we know is medicine. They give it to cancer patients, but if you smoke it on your free time, you go to jail. It's so stupid. It's so backwards. It's stoked in so many things like racism and fear mongering, and because the best stuff doesn't come from here. But for Sha'Carri, she's literally smoking the competition, like you said. I think I think she's an incredible athlete, and I'm proud of her. She's going to get my vote, and my support during the Olympics. If I do watch the Olympics, it's kind of trash.
I'm with you. I guess about the weed thing, I'm with you about if it should be fine to do if you play sports. I guess that was the rule, so I got to go by that because that's what the rule was, and she broke the rule. I was one of the people that didn't like her at the beginning. I felt like she was wasting an opportunity. She was too cocky. I felt like she wasn't working on her craft enough. But now I gotta give her the same energy that I was giving her when I didn't like her. And I'm looking for everybody else that was giving her that energy. Where y'all at now? Because we talking about an athlete that's representing the USA. Y'all talk about Clark a lot. Where Richardson at? Because when she was smoking weed and all that stuff, I seen her everywhere. CNN, Fox News was talking about her. It was places that wasn't even sports networks that were talking about her. Where y'all at now? Why I don't see her front page on ESPN? Y'all had everything else to say when y'all thought she wasn't doing nothing. Now she's smoking the field. She's winning all her some of the events. I don't even know if she won unless I go on like Twitter or something and I see somebody post a video. Why I never see this stuff on like the national news? I think that's my problem. I think it's okay. You were wrong about her. Let's come out and say we wrong and give her the footage and the love that she should get too. She should be getting the same footage as Clark is getting. Like we love redemption stories, right? But it's still people that I see in the comment sections that's rooting against her. And she's running for the USA because I don't know, it begin to see more and more a problem with black athletes that especially the women that wear the long weave or got the long nails and stuff like that. People, Angel Reese, like they get this pushback for what they do on their off time. They don't cause any trouble. They don't she don't get in trouble. Angel Reese don't do nothing, but it's just this hate for her. It's something about that culture that they hate. They like the all American, girl that comes from a good family and she speaks proper and when she gets knocked down, she get back up. And those other girls are a little fiery. And I'm saying that people got this disdain for them for like no reason because it's not what they prefer. And I feel like the media does the same thing to those girls. It's like they're they get high ratings if they bash them because people like to see girls like that down. But when they're up, they don't get the same like recognition. Like why Angel Reese don't get talked about more? She leads the league in double doubles. She's setting a rookie record. She beat Clark in college.
And
I don't
and
understand.
I hate to pull the race card up so much, but when it's so evident,
Yeah,
I would lose my journalistic integrity if I didn't. I can age myself, but if you remember FloJo, the late great
yep,
Jackie Jordan Kersey, she was ahead of her time. She was Angel Reese. She was Sha'Carri 30 years ago. She had the leg out. She was kind of sexy. She had the long nails,
yep,
and they bashed the hell out of FloJo, and she backed it up on that track. It
yep,
wasn't just she had this attitude, and they don't like the culture until they adopt the culture.
yep,
You know what I mean? When it's specifically still on one specific side, oh, you're the word they like to use, thug, which is just code for N word, or hood, which is just code for N word, or ghetto, which is just code for N word. And you see these media facilities and media companies, they like to push that narrative that, oh, they're hood, just because they are living their culture. Um, and that's a debate. Is that a culture? That's a debate for another show. But I have nothing but love and support for it because it was an Olympics. It's supposed to be us as a
yep,
country. We're supposed to put white aside, black aside. If you have that USA on front of your jersey or shirt or whatever, it's supposed to come together, and you're supposed to be like, it's us against the world. But we have so many internal battles, and I think that's a part when you live in a country that's a melting pot. You're supposed to the whole. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had fondue, but you're supposed to melt together to one cohesive unit, and that's not how it is in the United States. In the United States, you got this segment over here, this segment over here. We battle from the south to the north, from the east to the west. We battle from country to city. We battle from light skin to dark
yep,
skin. It's just so much conflict and lack of unity, and it shows. And the media is going to do, because the media is not about journalistic integrity and just reporting unbiased truth anymore. You have networks that are completely right wing, networks that are completely left wing, and unfortunately, because at the end of the day, we're still only 13% of the population. When they put African Americans or Black people in the light, is usually a negative light. And that's just because they want to make sure that their audience that tunes in. If I put something that's slightly um, anti-black, I see my views go crazy,
yep.
even though I'm a black person. And if I say something that's positive about the black community, it's like the algorithm's like, nah, we're not going to put this the same quality, it's the same person. So you can't hide the fact that it's a bias out there in the media on how, and I say we because she is a black woman of this culture, how we are represented. And I've even seen it in my personal life where black people that are not from America look down upon us blacks in America. I've seen that firsthand. And it's shocking to me because I'm like, we're all obviously, you
Exactly.
know, we're from the same place. Just because I like to, some people call us African Americans. I prefer the term kidnapped Americans. And as a kidnapped American, I'm like, man, y'all, it's a whole other story. But I'm proud of her, man. I'm proud of her, and she's gonna have my support. I may not actually watch the Olympics, but from afar, she'll have my support.
She, you just gotta watch out for them Jamaican women, cause they
They fast,
fast over there too.
they
They
fast,
coming.
they fast. They fast. Anywhere on the diaspora that there's black people, they're fast. Like when it comes to the long run, those Kenyan women,
Yep.
they 80 pounds, but they'll run for 10 days and not even break a sweat. My chubby ass, I go down the steps too fast, and I'm like,
But no, we're gonna be watching, man. We're gonna do a blow the whistle Olympic episode. Shit, ain't no other sports on during that time. We
that's,
gotta cover something.
maybe we'll do it. We could be the new Kevin Hart and Snoop.
Yeah, we would just watch it live.
We'll do a live stream.
But I think that's all we got. There was a lot of stories. Me and Mars already talked. We'll definitely be back next week. But we want to thank y'all for watching. Mars, thank you for coming on as always. And
Of course.
I see y'all next week.
Sir, always a pleasure. And thank y'all to the listeners. Be sure to subscribe and tune in next week for more hot takes and sports analysts. And until then, keep the whistle blowing. We out.